Hello, everyone. It is Sunday, November 17th, 2024, and it's time for your Sunday reading. I'm Dolly. This is the Wolf Girl Oracle. I am so glad that you're here. So let's get over to the other camera and let's get started with our Sunday reading. Okay, well, we don't need the mouse, do we? No. All right, so today I'm going to be using the Secrets of the Ancestors Oracle. And I'm also going to be using the One World Tarot. So let's get these cards shuffled, and as I do, I'm going to ask the angels to protect us. I'm going to ask the spirits of the land in my home, the Landvatir and the Husvatir, to surround us. And I'm going to ask the ancestors, both yours and mine, to give us wisdom. What do we need to know for this week, Spirit? What do we need to focus in on? What's going to help us heal and move forward? Please and thank you. And I love you. The Seven of Cups in the medicine position. All cups. Wow. But I guess that doesn't surprise me because I know there is still a lot of emotion in the collective right now. So it doesn't really surprise me that we've got that going on. But let's take a look at these here. So first we have the ancestral force. The ancestral force, and that's completion. And we have the Two of Cups in the medicine position. The Two of Cups in the medicine position. And the Six of Cups. The Six of Cups in the regular position. So what I'm feeling from this card, from the ancestral force, from the Two of Cups, which in the medicine position, which, you know, can be like emotional blockages, or I mean, that's what I'm feeling. I'm feeling like there is an emotional blockage, or there's something emotional that's keeping us from moving forward. And the Six of Cups is very much a nostalgia card, you know, where you're looking back at like the innocence of things, or looking back to better times, or you know, meaningful times, I should say. It doesn't necessarily have to be quote unquote better, but times that were meaningful for you. So when you put all that together with the ancestral force, okay, and it's the ancestral force completion. So what I'm getting from these cards is, regardless of what's happening right now, we have to remember that there is a ancestral force that is there for us to reach out to. You know, maybe right now we're not reaching out to our ancestral guides because we do have this emotional block. I think that some people want to stay angry. Right now it feels good to be angry, but what our spirit guides are telling us is, no, that's not good for you. That's not good for you. Okay? Don't get lost in the past. You know, don't try to completely take yourself out of the equation just because it feels better to do so. And right now you're so angry you can't connect. Okay? You know, our ancestors are telling us, and I'm going to tell you that, like, it's interesting that this card came up because I had an ancestral experience with my grandmother the day after the election, when I sat down and I just like poured myself out to her. You know, she basically said, in a nutshell, you know, I have gone through a lot of stuff. And every time something bad happened, my grandpa getting drafted, World War II, the Korean War, the Cuban Missile Crisis, 9/11. These horrifying things happened, right? But the sun kept shining every day, and time kept moving forward, and people kept moving forward, and children were born, and with every passing generation, these children are our future. These children are who we have to protect, and who we have to, who we have to find the value in right now. And we can't do that if we're like so angry and so emotionally blocked that we can't just take a leap forward, So let's go to the next card. The next card is Father God, Radical Truth. Father God, Radical Truth. And we also got the Page of Cups. The Page of Cups. And, the Page of Cups is kind of this, he's this kind of like really artistic, somewhat innocent, maybe a little naive, a little emotionally naive individual who's idealistic. And, in the card here, he's like pushing a gondola, right? He's just pushing forward. Not a care in the world, just pushing forward, enjoying life and loving it. And, Spirit is basically saying, we need to lean in on our faith. What do we actually believe in? Who are our gods or God? And, are we actually trusting this universal process that's happening here right now? We have to trust the process. And that is so hard right now because the process isn't what we wanted it to be. Okay? Or is it? Or is it? I feel like we need to take a leap of faith here. Allow this process to continue because there's so much that we don't know that is going on in the background. We are kind of like the innocent gondola person, right? We don't really, we're just pushing along here and we're not exactly sure of everything that's happening around us. But we have to trust that waterway, that path that gondola driver is on, is going to take us someplace that we need to be, exactly where we need to be. Okay? Just follow the flow. Just stay in the flow. Don't try to push it. Don't try to stop it. Just be in the flow, be in the moment, and let's keep moving forward. Okay? We have to do that. And trust. And trust. And the last card we had is Jumbi. Total disruption. Jumbi is a lot like Loki. Okay? And we also got the Seven of Cups in the medicine position. And the feeling that I'm getting, there's a lot, this is the card, where there's all these choices and, a lot of times in the medicine position, it's like indecision or not able to make a decision about a choice. But because we're pairing this up with Jumbi, okay, who is total disruption, right? Total chaos. Have you ever had it where your mind starts flowcharting out? You start here and you think, well, if this happens, what if? And then it kind of branches out and it's like, well, if this happens, and then it could branch out and it could branch out. And before you know it, your mind is just going. For me, it often happens at night when I'm trying to go to sleep, right? And I have to just stop it, right? Well, Jumbi, I think in this instance, is the necessary chaos that we need to experience in order to stop our minds from just flowing out. It's the clap of the hands and it's the solid stop that we have to do internally to just gain back some control over the way our monkey mind is just taking off on us, right? And that's easy to do right now because there are legitimate things to be afraid of. There really are. And it's not necessarily bad to be afraid. You just need to be able to be in control of that fear and be able to continue boldly forward regardless of this fear. And sometimes that's hard. Sometimes that's hard. But Jumbie is basically saying, hey, look over here. You know, I am creating this chaos for a particular reason. All right? Things had to be shook up. People could not see the truth unless they were steeped in the truth. And that's exactly where we're at right now. So, Jumbie isn't a bad character. Either is Loki. Loki is, you know, a lot of people think, ooh, Loki's kind of evil because he would play all these tricks on the gods. But no, he was the necessary chaos. He was there to shake things up. He was there to get them to see their minds. You know, and that's exactly what's happening right now. So we have to trust the process. We definitely have to trust the process. I'm really glad that Father God came up, because that is really the trust the process, you know, because he's radical truth. You know, radical truth is the truth that you don't always want to see, but you need to see. You know what I'm saying? All right, let's go back to the other camera. All right, I want to thank you guys for coming. I love you so much. Hey, please see the description below. I'd like you guys to join my Discord. It's a Discord that Katie Moonchild and I have started. It's just kind of a community area where we can come together, talk about our lives, share our pictures, like have a safe space for us to do this in. And in order for you to join my Discord, you need to send me an email to thewolfgirloracle@gmail.com and ask for an invitation to join our Discord, which I would be happy to send you. Okay? So I love you guys. I'll see you guys on Wednesday for Good Morning Coffee and Talk. And we'll talk to you all again real soon. Okay, everybody? All right, bye-bye.